from the home of the three-piece combos pugilism company. This is Reed, BBS, Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. You may or may not hear some rain in the background. I typically podcast from my Jeep. I've done it like once before where there was rain. It didn't sound too bad. It didn't come across too bad once I listened to it. So let's try to roll through again. We're going to do a quick hits and TidBits version today. WBC champion Sean Porter, he's getting his feet wet a little bit as a studio broadcaster for Inside PBC Boxing on Fox. I like the show. I checked it out. It's very similar to there's an MMA show featuring Daniel Cormier, Kenny Kenflo Florian, and I forget the female's name. Very similar setup, and that's a quality show, and I really liked what I saw in this first edition. In the process, Porter, he calls Errol Spence, the IBF champion Errol Spence, the boogeyman of the division. Ooh, the boogeyman. Porter, he mentioned Spence's strong left hand, his strong right hand, the pressure he applies. He even mentioned how the boxing public thinks he's feared by all the other welterweights. Spence, that is. The female host, I forget her name, but she's a PYT, certified PYT. She asked Porter straight up if he was afraid, and he said he was not afraid. And I don't believe he's afraid. I don't think too many dudes who fight for a living are actually afraid of another man. I mean, they fight for a living. Porter, he's a good dude, well-spoken, very thoughtful, and in that particular capacity that he's in, he has to be candid. But if that's me, if that's Reed, BBS, if that's me as a studio broadcaster or co-host or whatever, man, I'm not gassing up anybody in my division. I'm just not. Oh, no. I'm not gassing you up, bruh. You better go to QT or racetrack with that. I'm not gassing nobody else up, not in my division. Porter, he went on to speak on the Manny Pacquiao, Adrian Broner fight coming up January of 2019. And Porter, he's in a unique position because he fought Adrian Broner in 2015. And on two separate occasions, he was brought into camps to spar with Manny Pacquiao. So he's been up close and personal and in the ring and thrown hands and connected and been hit by both dudes. And he believes Manny Pacquiao can stop Adrian Broner. Can't say I disagree with him. For what it's worth, Porter will be defending his title against the high-risk, low-reward Yordanis Ugas on March 9th. Real quick, subscribe, like, and comment, man. We're getting more and more subs. I'm seeing the comments. I'm responding to every comment. And please mash that smash and dash and bitch slap and love tap that like button. That's what's up. We on that 1,000 subscribers and running campaign. 1,000 subscribers and running. Running to live streams. Abner Martis. He's also got a role similar to Sean Porter on the Inside PBC Boxing on Fox staff. Abner, we learned today, he's signed, sealed, and delivered for February 9th at the StubHub Center in Carson, California, against, of course, Gervonta Tank Davis. StubHub, that's basically Martis's home court. Not that it'll matter, in my opinion. I'm not really sure, man, if Robert Garcia, I don't know if he's performing a Jedi mind trick on his dudes or cashing them out or what. Like Martis and Mikey Garcia, they're both moving up to face younger, stronger, significantly bigger men. And not just that, but men who do damage, like they do bodily harm and damage to men their own size. And here we had these two much smaller dudes moving up to face them. And to be clear, Martis and Mikey both asked for these fights. Like the big dudes ain't picking on smaller dudes. The smaller dudes wanted that smoke. They wanted that smoke. They say they see something, man. I see something. Or, man, like I've been saying, man, maybe you just need glasses, bro. I don't know, man. I love both fighters. Mikey and Abner Martis, they're both very friendly, engaging, inviting dudes. They treat you well, whether you're top of the line media or lowest of the low media. They don't treat you any different. But this is not a logical decision to me on either of their parts, other than financially. But that's the beauty of boxing. It doesn't have to make sense to me. It doesn't have to seem logical to me or anyone else, as long as it seems logical to the dudes getting in the ring and the dudes hired to work their corners. So, I'll watch both fights for sure. I'll watch both fights. No doubt about that. Manny Pacquiao, he says he feels stronger, faster, and the best is yet to come at 40. In other news, I'm not black. I'm OJ. Okay. Jigga said, what, 30 is the new 20? So I guess that means 40 is the new 30, at least in Pacquiao math, or so it seems, man. He's going to beat Broner regardless, for sure, possibly by KO. But come on, Manny. Like, I don't, these nonsensical comments, and I shouldn't take it that serious, but why state that? You're 40 years old. Like, you're not getting better. You're not getting better. You can turn back the hands of time somewhat on certain nights, but that's not going to be the norm, bruh. Just, it is what it is. Before we wrap up, man, I want to give props to Ricky Hatton. Yes, that Ricky Hatton. There's only one Ricky Hatton. Who, he came to the defense of Tyson Fury's lead trainer, Ben Davison, after Freddie Roach publicly criticized his work in the corner for the Fury Deontay Wilder bout. Roach said that he would have been more offensive-minded and this and that and, whatever. Whether Roach was right or wrong, he broke the code, man. He broke the code. Trainers just don't do that to other trainers, especially when y'all are working the same damn corner. Like, come on, Freddie. I'm sure he's angling to become Fury's lead trainer, but with some dudes, it's about loyalty, man. It's about how you handle stuff. The same thing he said publicly, had he told that to Fury or to Ben Davison or to Hatton, who was also in the corner that night, had he said that to them in a closed-door conference room or in a bar somewhere where it's just them, would have been taken totally different. But when you present it like that publicly, it looks like you have ulterior motives. And I'm glad Ricky Hatton stood up for his boy. Again, subscribe, like, and comment, y'all. Bring it to me. Bring me that heat. And get on board for the 1,000 subscribers and running tour. It's an official tour. From the home of the three-piece combos, Pugilism Company. This is Reed, BBS. BBS. Black Burke Sugar. Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.